The wind whispers secrets in a cursed, chilling tune. A lone whiskey bottle half buried in the sand glints like a teardrop from a long-lost band. The church on the hillside smolders still, echoing prayers of a people's broken will. At midnight in the outlaw heart, shadows dance with fate, every whisper in the dark, a story of love and hate. The desert holds the memories of pistol smoke and scars underneath the silent stars. At midnight in the outlaw heart. Railroad tracks stretch, reaching for the past. The train's mournful whistle screams of love that couldn't last. Her laughter haunts the canyons, a melody of pain. The night we vowed forever, then never spoke again. My boots stir the dust where we once had roamed, in the depths of the night where cold truths are combed. At midnight in the outlaw heart, echoes fill the void, each ghostly tale retold of lives once enjoyed. The desert knows each secret, each buried broken part, lost within the whispering winds. At midnight in the outlaw heart. I face the mirror of my soul in the silver moon's cold glare, haunted by the specter of a love beyond repair. My hand grips the pistol as vengeance takes its art in the theater of the damned, where end and beginning start. At midnight in the outlaw heart, destiny is spun, the past and present blur where all my roads come undone. Here lies my redemption, or perhaps my final mark. I'm one with the dust and shadows at midnight in the outlaw heart.
Church lies burning, shadows of vultures circle and yearn. Whiskey bottle at my side, still half full, under the crescent moon's pale haunting light. Ghost town whispers from the lips of the wind, each gust a story, each silence a sin. By the forgotten grave, the earth unsettled, spirits betrayed. 'Twas a cold steel night when I heard the train. Her memory mingled with the whistle's pain, driven to the brink by a lover's deceit. The heart seeks a vengeance no man can defeat. Blood on the revenge under red moonlight, darkness face my fear, his silhouette on the horizon drawing near. Words unspoken in the cool desert air. Bullets whisper through stories we shared. Two men's fury like a storm's fierce rush in this cursed land where the damned souls crush. Blood on the revenge, the deed finally done. Lying in the dust, no place to run. Lost love's echo in a coyote's mourn. Out here where hope and ghosts are born. Out here where my redemption is worn. In the blood on the revenge, forever sworn.
On the edge of a ghost town, under a bone-white moon, the wind whispers secrets in a cursed, chilling tune. A lone whiskey bottle, half buried in the sand, glints like a teardrop from a long-lost band. The church on the hillside smolders still, echoing prayers of a people's broken will. At midnight in the outlaw heart, shadows dance with fate. Every whisper in the dark, a story of love and hate. The desert holds the memories of pistol smoke and scars underneath the silent stars. At midnight in the outlaw heart, railroad track stretch, reaching for the past. The train's mournful whistle screams of love that couldn't last. Her laughter haunts the canyon, a melody of pain. The night we vowed forever, then never spoke again. My boots stir the dust where we once had roamed. In the depths of the night, where cold truths are combed. At midnight in the outlaw heart, echoes fill the void. Each ghostly tale retold of lives once enjoyed. The desert knows each secret, each buried broken part, lost within the whispering winds. At midnight in the outlaw heart, I face the mirror of my soul in the silver moon's cold glare, haunted by the specter of a love beyond repair. My hand grips the pistol as vengeance takes its art in the theater of the damned, where end and beginning start. At midnight in the outlaw heart, destiny is spun, the past and present blur, where all my roads come undone. Here lies my redemption, or perhaps my final mark. I'm one with the dust and shadows at midnight in the outlaw heart. silent desert, 'neath a moonless sky, rode I through the whispers of sand where the old ghosts lie. Whiskey bottle clanking at my side, a lonesome friend, past the burning churchyard gates where souls ascend. Riding through the midnight train, echoes call my name, steel tracks to redemption or a path to my shame. Each whistle cuts the silence like the truths I can't reclaim. On this midnight train to nowhere, just shadows in the flame. Once loved a girl as fierce as the desert storm. Her betrayal, a thunderbolt, left my heart torn. In a ghost town we vowed under starlit canvas. Now she's just a whisper in the dust, treacherous as Judas, riding through the midnight train, rolling through the pain. The stars look down in sorrow as I flee from my disdain. This iron beast my chariot through cursed land and rain. On this midnight train to nowhere, with my sins to entertain. At the crossroads of my reckoning, by the forgotten graves, I face the mirror of my soul. Through the dust storms I brave. Her shadow haunts my dreams on these cold steel waves. The heart seeks vengeance, but the spirit craves saves. Riding through the midnight train, destiny's my claim. Either find my peace in hellfire or rise through the blame. Train whistle cries like a banshee, calls out my secret name. On this midnight train to nowhere, redemption's just a game. Dark and haunting, the tones of my tale, in the echoes of the train where the nightingales wail. In a ghost town where the dust whisper sends, lay a bottle half empty, echoes of gin. Train tracks rusty, the depot's lights dim. A shadow moves slow where hope's light grows thin. Gone with the whiskey, my heart rides the storm. Lost in the bottle where true lies are born. Old church bells toll for vows that were sworn. Gone with the whiskey where devils are formed. Beneath the old oak, secrets are kept in graves unmarked where silent tears wept. She promised forever, then away she crept with a gunslinger's heart that ain't never slept. Gone with the whiskey, my dreams turned to dust. Trust turned to ashes, in betrayal we trust. Love's just a memory fading to rust. Gone with the whiskey, in shadows I'm lost. On that cursed night under blood-red skies, I saw the truth hidden in her ice-cold eyes. Revenge whispered in the old town's cries, a bullet for a heart under darkening skies. Gone with the whiskey, revenge burns deep. Silent desert holds the secrets I keep. In the cold night wind, the willows they weep. Gone with the whiskey, in death's sleep I'll leave. Out in the hollows where the dead trees bend, whiskey bottles lay with the tails they end. The moon throws shadows over cursed land, ghost town echoes of a noose's stand. Footsteps whisper through the silent dust, each one haunted by a broken trust. I'm dancing with my last ride under cold starlight, spurs and silence in a slow graveyard glide. She's a memory that the whiskey can't hide, dancing with my last bride on this long last night. Once loved a woman with fire in her eyes, found her whispering with my demise. Trust traded for gold, love sold for a price. Betrayal's kiss felt colder than ice. In the quiet of a church, flames rose so high, left nothing but ash and a lonesome goodbye. Dancing with my last ride beneath a blood-red sky, with the ghosts of my past and the reasons why. She's just a phantom that my heart can't deny. Dancing with my last ride, and I can no longer cry. By the old rail tracks, heard the train's mournful call, echo in the night of my deepest fall. Faced her specter in the dust, storm's wild swirl, saw the truth unfurl. The relentless twirl. Now I'm dancing with my last ride, where the lost souls hide forgiveness and vengeance. Side by side, this stands my final stand, with fate's harsh guide in the desert sands. I abide, I abide. This journey through shadows and dust, set to the tune of a lone guitar, draws its last breath as the story fades into the vast, haunted expanse of the West. On the edge where the shadows merge with the light, old St. Jude's met its fate on a cold, starless night. A whiskey bottle in my hand as the flames kiss the sky. The ghost town whispered secrets beneath the mournful cry. Echoes from the church fire burning through my soul. Every ember a story of love and of control. Cursed is the land where the lost lovers meet under a blood-red moon in the heat. She was an angel with eyes like the stormy seas. Her laughter a melody carried on the desert breeze. But jealousy's a serpent, it strikes without a sound. Found her with another before the church burned down. Echoes from the church fire screaming to the night. Whispers of the betrayal that fueled the deadly light. Haunted is the heart that's been torn by deceit. In the silence of the ashes where memories repeat. Cursed lands with dust storms in my wake. The train whistles a reminder of the vows we did forsake. A specter in the ruins where our love used to bloom. Amid the forgotten graves and the never-ending gloom. Echoes from the church fire, requiem of the past. In the hollow echo of the bell I found my peace at last. Forgiveness is a journey on a lonesome endless road, where shadows merge with light and the stories are retold. In the heart of the whispering sands, I walk where the stories are drowned. Ghost towns cradle the cursed lands, whiskey bottles lay scattered around. The sun bleeds red over scorched earth, the burning churches, their sins unforgiven. I'm a silhouette trailing the dirt, chasing echoes of the life I've been missing. Beneath the desert wind, secrets like coal. Underneath the starless glow, dust to behold. I hear the train whistle like a ghost send, calling me to avenge what's been stolen. Beneath the desert wind. Loved a girl as wild as a storm, in a town too parched for dreams. Betrayal came in a friend's form, left nothing but her scream. By an old forgotten grave we swore, but his bullet told me he lied. Now every dusk I wage this war, a shadow with nothing inside. Been silence of my wrath, stories retold. That train whistle mourns like a hymn for the love lost and the hearts turned cold. Beneath the desert wind, at the crossroads, dusters beneath my feet, face to face with the ghost from my past. Gun heavy with the truth I must grieve. Only one shadow will last. Beneath the desert wind, I find my fate in the heart of the land where the night bay reigns. The train whistles fade like a whispering sin. Revenge or forgive, the hour grows late. Beneath the desert wind.
Out where the wild sagebrush blows, underneath that crimson sky spogoting glow, there's a path tread bare by boots and crows, whiskey bottle buried where the cold wind moans. The echoes of train whistle, ghostly and low, mark the miles of the damned and those they chose. Blood on the lonely road, shadows stretch and bend, whispers of the vengeful, the beginning starts at the end. Every step I take, each mile I roam, is a tale of dust and bones on this cursed trail alone. Once knew love sweet as desert rain, her laughter now just whispers cross this haunted plain. A church once stood holy and bright, now just charred ruins under the moon's pale light. Promises made, sworn in the heat of the night, betrayed by the dawn, left to reckon with spite. Silence holds rain, ghosts of the past, and every footprint remain. With each faded cross, under skies overthrown, I walk this cursed path forever alone. Bloodshot eyes meet a ghost. The man I once was, now just a whisper smoke in this land of forgotten graves and unspoken fears. I face the sins of my past through the trails of tears. This tale's mine to own. In the dust of revenge, my fate's etched in stone. Forsaken love, in the silence I tone, forever wandering on this lonely road alone. The strings twang a mournful melody as the song closes. The image of the lone traveler disappearing into the vast, haunted expanse of the desert, his story echoing in the wind.
the shadow of the mesa where the cold winds howl lies a town too dead for dust, too gone for foul. Hear the echo of the train over lost and broken tracks. A bottle of whiskey lying empty on side spent gun rack. Dance the revenge waltz beneath the moon's cold stare. Spin with the ghosts of what's left swirling through the barren air. Each step a tale of wrath, every turn burns the path. Silhouettes in a cursed land where salvation never lasts. Yeah. Once loved a girl as fierce as desert blooms, betrayed by a whisper she met an early tomb. Underneath the church where we once knelt in prayer, now nothing but ashes, smoke still hanging there. Dance the revenge waltz, charting sacred ground. Haunted melodies of a pistol's retort, a haunting vengeful sound. Step to the rhythm of retreation's call, our spirits guide my hand. Cross the dust of a silenced town in this forsaken land. Stood face to face with the devil in boots, his smirk a twisted sin. He sold the love that was mine by right. The darkness drew him in, but vengeance is a partner, cold and hard and lean. We waltz among the shadows, our justice unforeseen. Dance the revenge waltz, let the old church bell toll, for every heart that's broken, for every stolen soul. Now as the dawn creeps o'er the hills with nothing left to mend, I take my leave in silence, this waltz has found its sand. Dance the revenge waltz, spin until we're free, lost in the world of dust and fate beneath the ghost town's tree.
The sunset blaze, a rust on the ridge. Underneath the hollow sky's mournful eye lies a ghost town's whisper, the broken bridge. Past the dusty bottle where dreams run dry. Hear the train's cry cut through thin desert air, echoing the tales of old lost despair. Echoes from the hollow sky calling low, spinning tales of love betrayed and curses cast. Whiskey burns slow as cold winds of secrets blow. In the shadows every outlaw's die is cast. Beneath the churchyard's cross, an unmarked grave hides a love stolen by a traitor's hand. Her laughter haunts the canyon, strong and brave. In the silent deserts, I make my stand. The moonlight's witness to this heart's decay. Love's light smothered in the cruelest of ways. Echoes from the hollow sky, weary cries, tales of vengeance on a night without stars. The past a noose, the future's a disguise. Every shadow hides a
Echoes from the hollow sky. Now my guide, resigned to roam where spirits can't find rest. With every step in dust, my sins I abide. In the hollow sky, the lost are blessed. Out where sorrow and the lost hopes collide. Echoes from the hollow sky know I ride. In a ghost town, swallowed by the sand, the steeple bells no longer ring for the damned. Whiskey bottles lay broken, a story untold neath the cursed skies. Black and cold, ashes of memories laced from her gown haunt the alleys of this forsaken town. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, where love's a ghost, lost without trace. Under the moon's mournful embrace, we dance with doom in this desolate place. Once a lover, now an outlaw's face, betrayed by a kiss in this cursed space. A train whistle cries over lands that God left, echoes of footsteps, theft after theft. A burning church, its embers still weep for souls buried shallow and secrets they keep. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, bound by sorrow, bound by disgrace. In the shadow of sin, we lost the race, left to wander this ghostly base. In the dust storm's rage, I see her eyes, flickering like stars in stormy skies. With every gust, her whispers pierce the night. Revenge your love, son, what's your fight? The gun in my hand, cold as her grave. Silent decisions of the brash and the brave. So here's to the curse of ashes and lace, to the love that died but can't be erased. In this silent desert, I make my stand, a haunted outlaw in a cursed land. Oh, the curse of ashes and lace, in every shadow I see her face. Under the moon's eternal chase, I am the ghost that time can't replace. Under the blood and red moon's eerie light, Dust swirls where the black horse did ride. Bottles clink in the ghost town silence. Whispers float from the saloons past violence. Midnight strikes in the devil's deal under starlit skies. Fate's cruel wheel, echoes of a train that never arrives. Life's a shadow in these cursed dives. He walked with a bounty on his soul, loved a woman whose heart he stole. In the chapel where the vows were said, flames danced high, love was left for dead. Midnight calls in the devil's grasp. In silent deserts the lost loves gasp. Burning churches light the forsaken plains, where hope is a ghost and only sorrow remains. Staring down the barrel of his sins, he sees her face and the wind's harsh spins. The truth strikes like a viper's bite in the desert's cold under the haunting moonlight. Midnight burns in the devil's eyes, a gunslinger's oath, a life of lies. Yet in the darkness a soul might find a shot at redemption, or leave it all behind. With each chord strummed on a lonely guitar, this tale unwinds like a wound unscarred, telling a story as old as the hills, shadowed under moonlit chills. In a ghost town where the shadows play, dust dances with the devil's sway. Whiskey bottles line forgotten graves beneath the sun's relentless blaze. A train whistle moans through cursed lands, an echo of a nooses tied strands. Beneath the last ride, where vows lay to rust, love turned to betrayal in a whirlwind of dust. Shadows of a gallows on a moonlit dry creek, where silence speaks the secrets that the haunted seek. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes, in a chapel lit by flame-filled skies. Promises as frail as a parched rose, her heart was a secret no one knows. A Judas kiss under a starless night left me alone to face my plight. Beneath the last ride, where trust was sold, hearts grow as cold as the guns we hold. Echoes of our laughter in a breeze that we that burning church I swore her name. The wind carried away all blame. Face down the man who stole her gaze. In the dust storm's wild relentless haze. Two shots rang out like an old church bell. One found its mark and the other fell. Beneath the last ride, I lay my claim in lands of lost love and eternal blame. As the ghost town sleeps under night's deep veil, I wander these streets of lone dusty trail. Beneath the last ride, redemption's just a ghost. Whisper secrets to the winds that haunt me most. Out in the shadow of a ghost town's glow, where the wind whispers secrets only dead men know. The midnight train moans a soulful dirge past forgotten graves on the sinner's verge. Whiskey bottle clutched in trembling hand, fate etched it deep in the cursed land. Buried in the midnight train, echoes of love, whispers of pain. Steel rails singing a haunted refrain. Lost souls riding dust and rain. Once had a love pure as a desert sky, till betrayal left her in a church to die. The preacher man said, son, seek no revenge, but the whiskey sang of a darker pledge. Underneath that blood moon, scornful light, I vowed she'd not be alone that night. Buried in the midnight train, each whistle a cry, each clack a chain. Carrying sorrow, carrying blame. A heart full of dust, love's burning flame. By the old depot where the night winds wail, I face the devil in that howling gale. Ghosts in the fog, church bells rang, a silhouette danced where the lonely sang. Silent pistol, a
flash in the dark. Revenge found its mark, buried in the midnight train. Beneath starlit skies I lay my claim. Tracks to nowhere, forever my domain. In the heart of the desert I remain. This song captures the essence of a haunted western saga, weaving a narrative of love, betrayal and vengeance under the eerie light of a desert's cursed night.
Out where the wind whispers moans through the ghost town, streets empty as the bottles in my hand last night thrown down. Train whistles cry like the haunted tales they say. Whiskey breath and dusty boots leads a man astray. In the shadow of the church where the fire still burns lies a heart scorned by the lesson never learned. Silent grave ballad sung by the damned and the saved. Every whispered note a secret from the grave. Her love was a mirage, a sweet desert rose with thorns. Promised forever, left me nothing but scorn. A storm rolled in, the sky scornful and gray. Found her whispers in the wind, but her shadow slipped away. Under the steeple smoke where our sins lay in the ash, I recall the firelight in her eyes gone in a flash. Silent grave ballad echoes of a love that craved, each lingering melody crafted by the betrayed. There by the forgotten graves I face my woe. Ghost of her laughter, specter in the afterglow. Gun heavy in hand, heart heavier with each step. Cursed land, take this soul, too weary to have kept. The night air heavy and stale, ballad of the silent grave tells a sorrowful tale. Acceptance in the dust under stars that misbehave. Revenge just a ghost among the stones of each grave. Every line rings like the last breath of a man alone. Echoes off the canyon walls through the marrow and bone. Sky, where the vultures dare to roam, dust kicks up neath the hooves on this land cursed and alone. Old church bells ring no more, just shadows dance on worn out stones. Bottle full of yesterday's whiskey, in my coat my heart's echoing moans. Kissed by a liar's charm, ghost town
as the devil marks his heart. Fire paints the night all red, under ashes lie the dead. Whispers float in the smoky tarn, my soul's buried in the burning barn. There's a tale of love gone cold in the wail of the night train's cry. Her silhouette in the doorway with a promise that turned to a sigh. A whisper of betrayal under the moon's watchful eye. Silver locket in the rubble, lost dreams and a last goodbye. Buried in the burning barn beneath the curse of twisted yarn. Dusty boots through silent halls, following the raven's calls. Night's curtain heavy and dark hides the scars of hearts uncharmed. Echoes lost in the smoky tarn, love's buried in the burning barn. In the quiet after the flames, where the truth no longer hides, face the ghost of you in the silence, where my old self died. Through the smoke your specter faded, like a drift of desert sands. Reckoning came to dawn, with the gun still in my hands. Buried in the burning barn, where vengeance held a fiery arm. Settled debts in the blaze so wild, reclaim peace like a forsaken child. Ash to ash in the earth so charred. On these plains I stand my guard. Heartbeats fade in the cooling tarn, freed and buried in the burning barn.
In the shadow of a ghost town under a blood-red sky, the wind moans secrets as old as time. Bottle of whiskey lying in the sand where the spirits sigh. Echoes of the betrayed in each sip I find. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name. Haunted tales of love lost and the devil's game. In the depths of amber liquid I see her face, drowned in the fire water lies my disgrace. That cursed night by the burning church is light. Her love was sold on a cold dust storm's rise. Betrayal's knife hidden deep in her eyes left me with nothing but a heart turned to ice. Whispers in the whiskey calling out my name. Tales of vengeance stirring, setting my soul aflame. Every a memory, every swig of pain. In the whiskey shadow I call her name in vain. Face to face with my reflection in the broken glass, a specter of the man I was fading fast. Promise like forgotten graves scattered in the past. Now revenge whispers with the wind's cold blast. Whispers in the whiskey, this is my final stand. In the silence of the desert I take the law in hand. The truth in the bottle, the gun cold in my grasp. In the land of the curse I found my peace at last. Down in Mulligan's Valley, where the wind moans through the pines, stood a gunslinger, whiskey-soaked, shadowed by his crimes. The dust beneath his footsteps mixed with blood from days before. An outlaw bound by vengeance, by lost love and folklore. Blood on the gunslinger, red as setting sun, haunted by the bullet holes in the deeds that he has done. Ghost town, silent whisper, where lost souls find their ways. He rides alone, his heart's turned stone along the cursed pathways. There's a tale that whispers softly about the love he left behind. A girl with eyes like summer skies, now just a ghost in mind. Betrayed by his own brother over gold in shallow graves. Now he tracks through lonesome valleys, shadowed by their brave. Blood on the gunslinger, echoes of the past. Each step forward takes him back to shadows that they cast. Burning church, a train's long wail, his memories ensnared in the echoes of the gunfire, and the cross is left unfair. In a dusty canyon where the truth came like the rain, faced his brother, guns drawn amidst the sorrow, amidst the pain. Two shots echoed under stormy sky so grim. One fell to silence, the other lives with him. Blood on the gunslinger, in the ground his brother lays. A tale of rage and redemption riding through the haze. Now he seeks no shelter, no solace in the run. A ghost among the shadows, his reckoning undone.
the shadows haunt the scorched sand. Under a ghostly moonlight stand, voices whisper through silver sage, a tale of a man and his darkened rage. Whiskey bottle by a worn boot side, dust devils dance where secrets hide. The eerie wail of a distant train echoes the gunslinger's haunting pain. No mercy in the gunslinger's eyes, cold as the desert nights, clear skies, each bullet a mark, each step a sin. No mercy where vengeance begins. Once loved a maiden fair and bright, her laughter a beacon in the night. Betrayed by a friend under blood-red skies, she lay in a church that no longer cries. Through forgotten towns his boots tread on, past burning crosses and love long gone. His heart turned to stone on that cursed morn, left nothing but fury, tattered and worn. No mercy in the gunslinger's eyes, haunted like ghost towns under stormy skies, each bullet a story, each scar a sign. No mercy on this broken line. At the edge of the world in the silence vast, he faced his betrayer from shadows cast. Words are wind in the desert's roar, only the gun speaks with final law. No mercy in the gunslinger's deeds, across these cursed lands of sorrow bleeds under a blackened